Best greetings from Darnitsa region, the region of on the left bank of Dnieper River in Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. My name is Viktor Fursov. I'm a research entomologist, beekeeper, and teacher. And today we have first stream in a warm temperature outside of laboratory and my house. Online stream just from the little bit natural conditions, but this is a park near the Christian Orthodox Church where I do like to stay sometimes to make streams because it's a quiet place where I do not disturb anybody and nobody doesn't disturb me, at least hopefully, because there are a lot of interesting places around near apartment buildings, but near apartment buildings it's quite strange to take a stream for half an hour just near the tree with flowers, but now it's time to take stream and show you something in Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. I show you a little bit situation around. This is a park near the Christian Orthodox Church in Darnitsa region. This is Chernobyl Cathedral. It's called, and this is sculpture of Virgin Mary. So I'm in small park with old tree or pine trees like that. Over there is a cathedral where it will be celebration of Easter on this Sunday after 2 days. Today is Friday, so on Sunday will be Easter time. Hopefully I can show you a little bit from this ceremony on Sunday to show you a little bit how people are gathering together, how the process is going on in the Christian Orthodox Church. But what's about today's stream? Today's stream I'm doing already just a little bit cool temperature, in cool weather, evening time. It's already 8 p.m. by the way, so a little bit cool. But daytime temperature was high, maybe up to 19, 20, 21 Celsius degree. It's quite nice. I hope so some people can join us, because this is online stream about entomology, about science of biology and entomology, science about insects. Today I was walking a little bit around in different places near between apartments, watching for some flowers, watching for some trees, because now it's time when a lot of flowers and a lot of trees are blossoming. Nice time to watch for some insects which are flying around, which are pollinating flowers. Already apricots didn't blossom because they were blossoming 2 weeks ago, but last week was very cold with freezing temperature, -1, -2 Celsius degree nighttime. So it was very cold time. Even in apartments was pretty cold. But now evening time it's about 12 Celsius degree, and daytime up to 17, 19 Celsius degrees. So all insects awake, by the way, most of them, many of them. Majority of them are just jumping, flying, crawling, running on the ground, on shrubs, on trees, on branches, on flowers. So if you are just walking a little bit around in a green area, it's time to observe for insects and for nature. If you're sitting even now, just evening time after sunset, I'm trying to take this short stream. Some aphids, some homoptera are flying around near these shrubs. So ants already hiding somewhere underground, but in daytime we were crawling around everywhere. So we were crawling on branches of trees and shrubs. We were collecting liquid from aphids. So ants are very active now already, crawling on trees as well. So what odors of insects can you observe at this time on 20th day of April in Kyiv, capital of Ukraine? Probably majority of insects woke up, by the way. Yes, they're just jumping, flying, crawling, running and searching for food everywhere around. Some phytophagous insects are searching for leaves, for buds, for trunks, for the phyto food, and some predators are searching for their victims, because predaceous insects are hunting on phytophagous insects, and some parasitic insects already will wake up very soon, so we will be searching for the hosts as well. So I'm studying personally parasitic insects of superfamily Calcidiidae, calcid wasps. They're tiny, they're small, majority of them were hiding somewhere. For example, some phytophagous insects still hiding in some seeds like this. This is pseudoacacia buds. You can watch some seeds and buds. Seeds of fabaceae. Somewhere in your city, you can collect it even in springtime. And you can hatch some interesting seed-feeding insects. Still springtime, it's a warm time, quite convenient time for collecting some hidden insects, which are hiding somewhere inside seeds, inside fruits, inside trunks, inside shrubs, inside hollow trees, inside hollow stems of different plants, and also in the old flowers and old seeds. So phytophagous insects can be collected and hatched. They will be hatching from seeds, from pods, and you can collect them with different traps. I showed you how to collect them in traps, how to hatch insects, collecting them in bags, and then from bags we will collect them in separate small tubes for collection. But today I have observed also a lot of bees. Even my friend, one young man from Khmelnytsk region, from western Ukraine, sent me a video of very interesting solitary bees which were flying around near the river lake in Khmelnytsk region. So he sent me a video he took just recently of some Andrena mining bees, Andrenidae family, Andrena bees. They were flying around on some ground in crowds. They were making huge aggregations, and they were mating. Because males of solitary bees were just hatching from the hidden places the first, and then later females of solitary bees are hatching as well, and so they're mating somewhere an empty place. And usually many solitary bees, they have a lot of males and less number females. So in this video he took video of mating Andrena bees just on the ground, and a lot of males were flying around like a swarm, really like a swarm. Very funny, very interesting, and it's quite ordinary, common nature of solitary bees, which were making kind of aggregations. We are not making swarm like honeybees, definitely not, because they are solitary bees, but we are making aggregations, just grouping all together in search for the females. And so when we can meet female, they're just mating one by one, or just even in some groups. And today I was walking a little bit around some apartment building. Now it's just a lot of rosacea flowers are blooming, wild plums blooming, domesticated plums blooming, cherry trees are blooming, apple trees not yet, just pear trees are blooming already, and apricot have not blooming because it's already finished. cherry trees are blooming a lot everywhere around. So many wild bees and solitary bees and domesticated honeybees were just flying on these flowers of cherry trees. I have collected, and also bumblebees. Bumblebees. Usually you cannot observe bumblebees very openly because they're usually quite common when we're searching for their new nest. So we're just flying around near green grass, and they're flying today. I've seen them as well. But I've seen also few big queens of bumblebees on blossoming trees. So that's an interesting observation because usually bumblebees not making aggregations. But cherry trees are not very common from place to place, by the way. At least a couple trees near each apartment building. So still not very often. But they have very attractive flowers. So bumblebees and honeybees and solitary bees are gathering all together on cherry trees in quite a good number, by the way. I will show you a few of them later. Of course, some solitary bees, Osmia genus, are flying around cherry trees. It's Osmia carnuta, Osmia rufa, other species, and also Megachila. And you can observe also some mason bees of family Megachilidae on trees, because they're flying around and they're just making a rest on trees and searching for some hollows in trees. And this is a time with warm temperature when many people just put outside the special artificial nests for solitary bees. And also some people are selling them. How they look like, I can show you. Artificial nests for solitary bees. Artificial nests for mason bees. They look like small pieces of stems. Yes, empty stems. Yeah. You see here, I got some of them just for observations. So stems are empty, but these are not empty because they're with nests. Osmia carnuta and Osmia rufa, two species. These are cut stems of reed. You can cut this reed near lakes, near streams, put them all together in some such groups for better observations. And you can put them somewhere in your orchard, in your garden, to attract solitary bees as a good pollinators. But not only this kind of big stems, sometimes you can use also small hollow, like a straw, small stems of reed with very small diameter about 3 millimeters. So other species of mason bees, family Megachilidae, they will inhabit these hollows of straw, so you can check the difference. This is a big one, and this is a small one, with 10 millimeters diameter and 3 millimeters diameter. All these hollow stems are quite available as artificial hotels, artificial homes for solitary bees. With family Megachilidae and some other bees, other solitary bees and some other predaceous wasps. So some small predaceous wasps of the family Sphexidae, they inhabit in such hollow straw and hollow stems as well. These are good artificial nests for wasps, for wild wasps, and for wild bees. But only for 1 year. This is annual traps, annual nests, because next season you need to make new nests, new hollow trees and new hotels. But some people are doing this like to attract the bees to their gardens, and some people are doing this like a small business. So sometimes even I've seen that there was a special project in Kyiv, in botanical garden, in university botanical garden, where they did just a lot of this reed stems as artificial hotels and put them in botanical garden, in protected area of botanical garden, which is not available for public because public is too curious to watch it for this. We have 2 botanical gardens in Kyiv. We have University Botanical Garden named after the academic Fomin. This botanical garden is located near Metro University, and this botanical garden belonging as a chapter, as a department of Kyiv National University, Taras Shevchenko National University. As I said, near Metro University. And the second botanical garden, this is a National Academy of Sciences Botanical Garden in Vidovici. And in Vidovici region, or this is another name, just on the banks of the Dnieper River. And actually the third botanical garden, yes, right, to be correct, third botanical garden is a small one, local one, University Botanical Garden of University of Nubip, National University of Plant Resources, National University of Plant and Animal of Natural Resources, and in this botanical garden on the territory of this university in Goloseyevo region. Goloseyevo, this is a forest region with forests, so quite a good protected place, but a little bit far away from public, so not many. This is near the exhibition center, quite close to Demyevskoye metro station, I guess. Demyevskoye metro underground station. So 3 botanical gardens, 2 belonging to university and 1 belonging to National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine, with scientific staff which are studying different groups of plants, plant protection and breeding of plants and different other plant materials in botanical garden, and also protecting this unique area with natural resources of plants on the banks of Dnieper River and around near university and near forests in Goloseyevo. So these are good places for natural excursions, for tours, for evening tours, for daytime tours, to observe for some insects, to observe for some birds. I'm not quite sure about animals, but at least for some squirrels, some birds like starlings. Here I have observed morning time a couple of starlings. We were just playing sons. Male was playing sons very well, just showing his beauty before in front of the female for sure. So I will try to show you a short video a little bit later. I'm not showing today you any insects because I wanted to show you a couple solitary bees, but when I started to go here, it was already sunset. But whenever it's sunset, no bees are flying around flowers. Some of them, some solitary bees are flying, some bumblebees flying, but very, very few. So maybe tomorrow daytime will be good temperature and good weather and sunshine. If I will collect a couple bees just for showing you as artists, I show you them tomorrow daytime, and I will continue my story about solitary bees and mason bees. So not many people are watching us today, maybe because it's a Friday, difficult time after a long week, or maybe because I'm talking in English, because many people are watching around from Ukraine and from neighboring countries, and not many people understand English, by the way. But that's not a problem. It's not a problem. I do like to communicate with my friends from other countries, from Britain, Ireland, England, United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and other countries as well. So sometimes we are coming to my stream, but sometimes we are coming to nighttime streams. Nighttime streams because there is a vice versa of timeline, and time is different here in Ukraine, in another part of the world, in another part of the globe. So that's why chat is quite silent for today. But nevertheless, thank you for coming. Thank you for being with me. Don't forget to visit my stream, and if you can be interested in insects, in bees, in bumblebees, in beetles, in bugs, in dragonflies, in moths, butterflies, welcome to my stream. I'm showing different insects in nature, in artificial culture, at home, in laboratory, under the microscope, yes, even in natural conditions in nature. It's quite difficult to take a stream immediately with insects in nature because it needs to have a good online connection and also a good zoom, and also don't forget that insects were crawling, flying, jumping very fast. It's quite difficult to catch them. I'm pleased that some people watching us from Kharkiv. Hello to Kharkiv. Best greetings. When I'm streaming nighttime, some people joining me from Germany and from Ireland. Hello to Ireland, hello to Germany. We can talk also about some problems of science in our next streams, because now hopefully the weather is going to be better. It's going to be warm and even hot in daytime, so we can meet together in quiet places to talk about insects, about nature, about science of biology and science of entomology. Science of entomology means science studying insects. And if you like some communication, if you have some questions about insects, including bumblebees, bees, beetles, parasitoids, and honeybees as well. You can talk also about beekeeping in Ukraine. Last time, 2 weeks ago already, more than 2 weeks ago, yes, okay, yes, 3 weeks ago, I took some videos from beekeeping place near Kyiv. So when I visited apiary, my friend Vasil Priatelenko, I took some video in his apiary, but it was not stream because he's living in village, and in village we have no online connections, no online stream, just in a village. I'm taking this stream in city, so online connections 4G is working very well and quality is very good. But in a village in Ukraine, if you are going a little bit outside of a big city like Kyiv, little bit outside 30, 40, 100 kilometers, online connection will be not so good. So in the apiary I took usually several short stories. I took it, and it's available also on my channel. And these 4 latest videos about beekeeping have been already uploaded on my channel. So check my channel about beekeeping videos as well. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to join my channel. Subscribe, press like, write comments. Light is coming, just, you see, started to be better light. That's good. Next time we can continue our discussion about insects, about entomology, about biology. Hope to see more people who can speak English, who can understand English, and who can communicate in English from Ukraine and other countries as well. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to be sponsor of my channel. Welcome to visit Patreon page and Monobanka for Ukrainian visitors. Добро пожаловать на Монобанку. Монобанку для спонсорів нашого каналу. Дякую за вашу увагу. Press like, write comments, ask questions, and don't forget, stand with Ukraine, support Ukraine, help Ukraine, and Ukraine forever. Best greetings from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. See you next streams. Bye bye. Bye bye.